All right, so now I am testing. Hopefully, you all can see me. Hi, this is Magaline. I am known as Project Queen. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Put 1 in the chat. Put 1 in the chat. All right. All right. So welcome. All right, awesome. So guys, I am trying this out. I want to see how things going. Looks like there's a filter on my screen, but I have been challenged by my coach to go live. Hello, thank you for joining Showlicious. Showlicious, thank you so much for joining. And for those of you guys who are joining me via Facebook, you guys know that I used to go on live daily. Yes, daily. In 2015, 2016, I had what I call a fall from grace, where I was heartbroken, devastated in terms of my relationship, and I did not want to be a public success and a private failure. So I chose to step back to work on my relationship, work on myself, work on healing, so that I can step up. But also in the meantime, I've not failed to help, teach, coach, and train project managers. Because I feel that the best project that you can work on is yourself, right? If I can figure out for me why the certain things hurt so bad, when things are not feeling well, what am I going to do about that for myself? Leading while bleeding, that was a huge thing for me. Leading by leading while bleeding, because you're heartbroken, because certain things are happening in your life. Life does not stop. Children still have to eat. Children still have to go to school. Customers and clients still have a demand, because you are put here to solve certain problems, and your business is set up to do that very thing, right? So things in life does not stop. But when you are crumbling, when your foundation is crumbling, and when you are crumbling at the seams, how do you pull yourself up to become that person that you so desire to be? Like, how do you pull yourself up out of rubble? How do you do that? Well, the first thing is having a very strong foundation and a support system. A support system is key, because oftentimes when you're in a situation where you are being abused, and in many cases you don't even see the abuse because you don't understand it's abuse. You've probably been in it so long you don't know that you're being abused. Having friends, having someone on the outside looking in, having a support system to help you through what you know you're experiencing, and to help you through letting you know that you deserve better. And in you deserving better, you have to have a plan of escape. You have to have a way out of that situation. So that is some of what I've been working on over the last 4 years. And in terms of projects, so for those of you all who are working in a leadership role, where you are leading projects, you are a leading employee, you are a six-figure earner, and you're in a personal situation where you're being crumbled, where you're being pressed on every side, when you do not get the respect, the authority, and the cooperation in your personal life, and you are still required to lead, to push, to press, you want to make sure that you have a really good support system. Therapy is one of the best things that I can suggest to anyone, because just like your physical body, you need to be healthy, And with your physical body, typically wherever there's a pain, that's an indication that something is going on and you need to get the proper assistance. You need to either change up your diet, you need to start or stop something so that you can maintain a good, healthy balance or a good, healthy lifestyle physically. It's the same thing mentally. When in your gut, things do not feel right, when you're in a space of not necessarily depression, but you're in a space of confusion, when your personal situation, and this is your intimate, in your intimate relationships, when that starts to impact the way you think, the way you see life, your trust factor, your ability to see clearly and to make really good decisions, that is when you need help of a mental professional. You do not want to give to your team members, give to the company, give to others something that belongs to someone else. For instance, if the pen drops, or you wouldn't take, your spouse treats you horribly, they talk to you inappropriately, but you do not stand up for yourself with the spouse or with the significant other. But at work, you have a zero tolerance for that, and the person is not challenging you or talking back to you. They're more so saying, hey, you're not at your best, and here's some things that we need to work on and we need to do. But your filter is so cloudy and dark because of the personal things that you're going through that you cannot see yourself, and you're making bad choices in the workspace, and you're bleeding on people. You're bleeding on people, you're hurting people, you're not making good decisions, your projects are failing. This is when it's time to halt, to stop. We have a tendency of moving into an imposter syndrome where we take one area in our lives where we're receiving respect, where we're receiving honor, where we're getting paid, and where it seems like people are praising us. Is it true praise? Because if you do not allow people to be honest with you, you do not create a space where you can collaborate with others. It's your way or the highway. You're controlling everything and everybody. That's a clear indication that there's other areas in your life that has been totally out of control, and that you personally need the help of a mental professional to help you sort through those things so that you're making wise choices in the right situation. And that is the thing that I like to help a lot of project managers see. I spend day to day consulting with real world project managers who are working in a work environment, and they are encountering what's very, it seems very small, but because they have a lot of other personal things going on, their decision making is cloudy. Their decision making tends to not be at its sharpest. And that person is starting to feel drained. That person is not, they're being set up in some cases to fail. And I want you to have a win. So I'll be definitely doing a series of lives going into, let's be real. Let's talk about some of those things during lunchtime. So I know I kind of had a start, stop, but I am being challenged, and I am challenging you to bring your voice forward. I am challenging you to become the best project manager that you can be. And I am challenging you that if you need help from a mental professional, that you seek that out, because that is going to be important for you. The best project that you can work on is yourself. All right, so I am hoping I am streaming live on all platforms because I'm trying out this new software.